Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. This is going to be a quick video, and I want to say I hope everyone in the United States had a safe and enjoyable Thanksgiving. This first story is a kind of exciting. It's kind of okay. Well, Ripple and XRP received some global coverage by the media outlet, the BBC News, and that's good. But the person who actually was speaking here, this is Natalie Osman. She is talking about how Ripple is making some of the commercial opportunities to do cross-border exchanges, removing that multiple day process. That's good, and that they're using cryptocurrencies. That's good. But what she does say is it's not only what she says, it's the way she says it. She gets a very sour face, and she talks about how volatile the cryptocurrencies are. Well, if you are really understanding the space, and especially XRP, the digital asset, when it's used as a bridge currency, that is less volatile in terms of risk than fiat. It takes just 3 to 4 seconds, and really volatility shouldn't even be mentioned. So the fact that she mixed the volatility in with the use of cryptocurrencies in settling cross-border payments just tells me that she doesn't fully understand how XRP is utilized. Also, too, she went on to say that it's not proven yet. Well, it has been proven. And so yeah, they get these so-called experts on, and these so-called experts are just far from being expert. And I think that's such a shame, because she does talk about China and Sweden moving quickly. And yeah, I do agree with that. That's pretty much mainstream news, though. She has her master's from Cornell in engineering. She worked for American Express for 14 years in the commercial payments and 2 years as the head of Samsung Pay Europe. So I think she seems on paper to be totally qualified. But when you hear the details and watch this video in depth, and not just be excited that the Ripple, the company, and XRP, the digital asset, were named, that's great. But I just don't agree with what she said, nor how she said it. So let's just look at something kind of cute and curious here. There is a lot of movement coming out of Sweden, and they recently outlined their 6-step plan on how they're going to implement their own digital currency. And this last one is really cute. Listen to this.
And then the sixth issue, which is very, very basic, and Simon referred to it already. If the electricity goes out, you still need physical banknotes somewhere in the country. So yeah.
It just cracks me up. So even though we are all going digital, there still needs to be some physical banknotes. Yeah, okay. Well, I took a look at what Natalie was doing. She is a new COO of a company that is called Curve, and she just started 2 months ago. It looks like a really, really killer app. This is it here. They claim that they will rule them all. You can put all your credit cards and debit cards in one place on this app and choose to spend which card you want in just one tap. I really thought this was cool, because I carry my phone everywhere, but I don't want to carry cards or debit cards everywhere. So I downloaded the app, and then I came to find out that, if you're in the United States or Japan, you're not yet able to utilize this. So I'm giving her a personal message that please get it available for users in the United States and or Japan, because I like it. I like the idea a lot. Okay, moving along, there is something that came out of Germany. This is from the Handelsblatt, and they are talking about Germany is going to become a crypto haven, and that is because a new opportunity for German banks, this is big, to facilitate the sale and acquire custody of digital assets is about to be passed into law, and they are going to make it possible. The proposal actually has received support from the Association of German Banks, and I always am checking who wrote this. Is it credible? Because that is what we have to do in this space, and it is actually very credible. Felix Holterman wrote it. He's the editor of this major newspaper that is, of course, on a digital line here. He went to the Cologne School of Journalism. He's graduated from there. He also has multiple prizes for his journalism. So I think that this article is quite credible, and it's very exciting actually to think that the banks are going to incorporate this. It just takes one country, and I'm sure the rest are going to follow. And the United States is really, really going to feel behind now. And moving along, you know, the XRP at Arcade was Leonidas. He is behind this site. And he put together, after he went to Swell, a really good summary. Well, in addition to his summary, there is somebody who is big in the XRP community here in Japan, and that is Giant Gox. And he just put up his summary. And they're similar and they overlap a little bit, but they're still, you know, bring their own uniqueness to content. And one of the unique in the list that Giant Gox did is that all the companies that are listed that attended that we don't really know about, like what exactly the relationship is. Are they a customer? Are they one of those customers that haven't officially announced yet? And are they using on-demand liquidity? And why were they invited? So if you want to go to Giant Gox list, you can see that in red gives some opportunity to do a little deep diving. And one of the deep dives, I didn't spend too much time. I just looked at a couple. There's one company that was there called KeyRock, and KeyRock just began a partnership with On-Chain Custodian. Again, it is this solution that is really seemingly to be the solution of popularity right now to make sure that this digital custody solution is provided, especially when it comes to the institutional investors. And this this particular custodian does not hold XRP yet. So my guess is the fact that they were there. I would just venture to guess that XRP is going to be added to the support that they provide. This is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ontology, ONG, NEO, Gas, and US Tether are currently the supported digital assets. But I think we're going to see, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see how soon that they are going to add XRP. Okay, everybody, I am jumping to the fluff. Yeah, already, I think. And that is, if you remember, oh, I'm very tiny, but that's okay. This is the famous 600-year-old World Heritage Site in Okinawa called the Shurijo Castle. And unfortunately, and I did cover it in some of my videos a couple of weeks ago, it burned. And it is just one of those very sad situations that to lose the history with this particular special site. And people of Okinawa especially, this is a huge loss. Well, thanks to Hyobi, now you can donate BTC, XRP, or Ethereum on their page to help in the rebuilding of that castle. And you can donate if you have a Hyobi Japan account, or if you just want to send donations from other wallets, you can do so. And it's just this address here. You can send either of those three to this one designated address. It'll be converted into yen, and you can send as little as 1 drop of XRP. That is 5 zeros preceding the 1. So you can send 0.000001 XRP if you want to add a drop to the donation. I think that would be great. And there's a little bit of a surprise. Wow. Okay. So this crypto wizard, it is something that is coming out on the 29th of November. It's going to be the home for crypto, latest news, thought-provoking discussions, podcasts, market updates, and calls. Yeah, I didn't know about this, but Bob Kunster in the Netherlands sent me a link on the backside of Twitter and said, do you know about this? And I don't know about this. When you go to the LinkedIn site, it is a founder who is currently in the UK, and it's very kind of mysterious. When we go to the actual site, it counts down and it's stating that it's freedom for all. Well, it has my curiosity. I'm going to check it out in another 12 hours, 11 minutes, and 50 some seconds. And don't miss Navin Gupta. He is going to have a fireside chat, and it's called Show Me the Money, Making Blockchain Investment Work Every Buck. He's always a great communicator, and he is the managing director of Southeast Asia and the Middle East, Northern African region, which is where all the growth is taking place right now for Ripple. So I think we have how many more hours to wait? He'll be live in 4 hours. So I will be sure to put a link to this in the description below. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some good nuggets out of this. All right, I'm officially jumping to the fluff. In Japan, particularly Tokyo, there is a lot of illuminations right now, and there's probably 15 that are on a very large scale, and I think they're all free, and it's done in a public space generally, and they are fabulous. And not only are they up now, but they will be up through mid-February. They love to keep the lights going, and it seems like every year they're bigger and better than the year before. And this is just one of those times that makes it fun to get out and take a look at the lights at night. These are just 3 pictures of just many, many, many. And like I said, there's about 15 of them that do it on a very grand scale. It just takes a quick Google search. But if you're here in Japan at this time, it's not just Tokyo, it's throughout the whole country. They love to go big time with the illuminations. And also, one of the things that's being done right now is everybody is pre-ordering their osechi boxes. This is the boxed food that's tiered, typically 3 tiers, although sometimes you'll have a simpler 2-tier, sometimes just a box. This is a very fancy one. This is actually 4 tiers. And it is a box that's nibbled on for the first 3 days of New Year's. So everything shuts down on January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in Japan. And it is a time that the osechi boxes are used so that nobody has to mess the kitchen or cook or clean. So these boxes also are very symbolic. I'm sure I'll be doing a fluff or 2 on what the foods represent, because each of them are chosen because they do have a symbolic meaning. But yesterday, I was in one of the local pet stores to buy some scratch pads for my cats, and I saw that they're now selling osechi for dogs, and I could not believe it. So I went to Rakuten, and yeah, there are osechi boxes for dogs. I guess I shouldn't be so surprised, right? Do you think so? I guess, people are putting their dogs in clothes now, so maybe having an osechi box for the dog makes sense. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. If you've got an opinion, I'd like to hear it. Okay, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.